From reptiles we inherited the three most ancient reactions in our brain: freeze, fight, run. These reactions are the product of three basic emotions. Surprise requires us to freeze, anger requires us to hit, fear requires us to run. It is very difficult for psychologists to work with complex emotions that involve these basic ones: surprise, anger and fear. And these most ancient emotions are the most dangerous for society. Religions, companies and states exploit them mercilessly. Let's scare the population and give some joy. Any religion creates a feeling of guilt in a person according to this simple recipe, and then it takes away joy and inspires sadness. It turns out to be despair. A desperate person is capable of any action. States love to work with anger. Let's add joy to anger and now pride awakens in a person. Olympics, flags, military uniforms, medals are favorite ways of pressing the knee on the lacrimal glands of the mandated population. Why is the government doing this? We take away the joy and add anticipation. And now we have already achieved aggression. It's so easy to hate a neighboring country, a neighbor with the wrong facial features or skin color. Companies prefer to operate with surprise. They fill a basket full of joy to surprise, receiving delight that you want to repeat again and again. And so enthusiastic buyers bring their money. By the way, unlike religion and the state, companies at least give us a product in return, with lots of sugar or likes to create joy. Have you ever wondered why in a large number of constitutions religion is separated from the state? This is a clearly demarcated territory. Building a state on a religious principle gives synergy in the short term. Religion begins to use anger, and the state uses fear. Such structures are not viable over a long horizon. As practice shows, all religious states very quickly deal with those who are capable of ensuring development, and if there is no other state nearby on which to parasitize, then such states come to decline and plunge into the abyss of long-term civil strife. This happens because in such societies there is a very low sensitivity to anger and fear. These emotions are present by default in a very high dose. It is enough to add small doses of other emotions to them to get the most disgusting human behavior that is possible. The treatment is very long. Like a drug addiction, most often, treatment is not possible. Entire nations scattered and states disappeared due to the fact that the initially protective mechanism for countering religious propaganda based on fear and state propaganda based on anger did not work or was absent in them. As long as the buttons of surprise, anger, and fear are present in a person, there will be people who, understanding these formulas, will cynically use them to their advantage.